Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as I like to call it. Hope everybody's doing good. Uh, I am outside. I've made it home. Well, to my dad's house. I don't have a home yet. Um, yeah, so I'm here. It was a fun drive. It was long, but I broke it up. Um, as you guys know, I hooked up with the Sharon guy the first night out and had some wonderful food and conversation and really enjoyed her company. Hopefully, I'm at my dad's. Hopefully, I get a decent signal. I'm just checking if I have to go on my phone, I'll go on my phone. But yeah, so everybody's asleep in the house, so I gotta, shh. Hope you guys can hear me all right. Let's see who we got here. Lester Taylor, what's up, man? Hey, Gary, there you are. Sharon. Rosemary Andrews, how are you? Good to see you. Papa Craig, what's happening? Yeah, sorry if I'm so subconscious right now about how loud I am. Little different attire tonight. It's a little chilly out here. It's probably about 39. I know where you guys are, it's colder or something, I'm sure. Um, BF Bud, what's happening? Hey, Richie. Mr. Lee. Pussy. Who are we missing? Now there's somebody I'm missing. Judy Wheeler. How are you? Paulie T, what's up, buddy? So yeah, if I missed you, I apologize. Mark Dodman, good day. What's up, man? Tight lines, brother. It's all right. Yeah, you guys would laugh if you saw how I was set up. I have my computer sitting on my bag on a table next to a stove with it's just next to a barbecue, and it's all like if I touch anything, everything moves, so the camera will shake. But it's all right. It'll work. Hey, Jen. So yeah, Caroline, how are you? It was a long trip. Um, Second night when I left, after seeing Sharon, the next morning I left and I went to further up into Louisiana, up into the woods, the wildlife management preserve, and met up with Claude Knoll. Um, really cool guy. We had a good conversation. We talked a lot and hung out. Um, it was cold though. I set up the pop up and um, I had a generator, small generator. It worked, but the heater I had, um, it would only run it on the low speed. So, and it was cold, so it didn't do much. But I just cranked on the stove. It's propane. I vented it, so that warmed the place up. Um, yeah, so Claude hooked me up with a walking stick that he had made for me, which was really cool. It's in the truck. I'll show it to you another time. Um, yeah, he did a really good job on it. And we hung out for a bit. Like I said, we camped out. From there, I left and I went to Oklahoma, a little place called Brown Springs. Um, Met up with Gary Spike Sr., which was cool. When I got there, he had a fire going. We didn't have a fire. Me and Claude didn't do a fire. Set up and hung out, bullshitted. We had a good time, good conversation. And that's what I loved about this whole trip was the good conversations. and meeting people that, see you guys here all the time. That's, Richie, we're buds. It's, hey, Bat Mom. It was a good time. I am outside, so you're going to hear dogs barking. You're going to hear wind chimes. You're going to hear cars go by. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, so I met up with Gary, and yeah, we crashed early. It was cold, so um, I heated up. Tried to heat up the trailer the best I could. But like 3 in the morning, Lucy was shivering because the generator ran out of fuel, and I think we ran out of propane. Um, but I covered them up, and we were all fine. I did have a little bit more fuel for the generator, so I just cranked on the little heater. Um, but it was cool. And then the next day we went. Gary and I walked. He showed me around the area. Um, we went down by the river and walked along there. I got some video of that. I haven't done anything with. It's still on my phone. Um, it was weird because it was cold, but yet there was a barefoot set of tracks, small. Um, he- Gary thinks they're human because they have an arch. So I don't know. Unless do juveniles develop the mid tarsal break later on once they when they mature. Um, I have no idea, but it was interesting. They were right along the water, long trackway, but they were small. Um, you'd figure something around an 8-year-old or nah, maybe little older. Um, but it was cold, so I don't know what the hell they were doing out there. Um, then we went up to the cemetery, which was pretty cool. Um, I didn't know what to expect, so it was a little tough climb up there. By the time we got to the top, we're huffing and puffing. It's like I can't breathe. I need a cigarette. Um, yeah, we walked around and I filmed. So I'll download that from my phone and I'll put something together and just throw it out whenever I can get a chance. I'll just edit some stuff together and or just maybe show it on the next show. We'll see. I don't know where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing. Plans changed on the way here. So, Emma, how are you, hon? Great to see you. Chicken legs. I do have chicken legs. It's a shame. Mogs is in Arizona. He's back home. Got here today. Um, yeah. So the cemetery was cool. Walked around, filmed, checked out some of the old, stones. There's so much to it that um, it's so overgrown that you can't get around to see everything that's there, unfortunately. But it's got a history to it. So I'll see what I can throw together with what I filmed. Then we checked out. It's funny, just before you go up the road to the cemetery, right there on the ground to the left, it looks like a pond, but it's actually Brown Springs. It's where the springs are and the water comes up. I filmed that as well. It's pretty cool. I know it's stupid, but whatever. Um, far as experiencing anything, nothing with Claude. Uh, with Gary, the first night we were hanging out, when I got there and it was getting dark, you could hear the coyotes go off, but I wasn't paying attention at first, but I did catch some of it where you'd hear it was something that was setting the coyotes off. It was I don't know. It sounded like a coyote, or it was, I don't know. But then the coyotes really started going off. It was weird. And we heard stuff walking around us, but chances are it was an armadillo or whatever. But it's a cool area. I really enjoyed coming up through Louisiana and seeing, all the agriculture that goes on. And it was just like, I really liked it. And I love the people. Love the way y'all talk. Excuse me. Yeah. So now I'm home, and it was a good trip. And thank you, everybody. Gary, Claude, Sharon. It meant a lot, and it was such a pleasure to meet you guys, and I'm glad we got to hang out and camp out and get in, with Claude and with Gary. Yeah, I thanks again. So yeah, guys, it's same old. If anybody wants to pop on, I will put the link in chat. Hopefully I don't drop this computer on my lap. All right. Link is in chat. Anybody wants to come hang out? Mr. Hugh, what's happening? How are you? Brian and Chewy, go hiking. I had a buddy, I think it was some big ass pit. His name was Chewy. Thank you, Emma. Yeah, it's good to be here. It was although I did get the insurance on the truck. The basic insurance. It was $300. Because in Louisiana, I picked up a rock. Somebody was passing me, coming towards me, and kicked up this rock that was like a little smaller than a baseball, but it was weird shaped. It was almost square. It was bizarre, but it hit the windshield right next to or at the level of the windshield, the wiper, excuse me. So it didn't interfere with my view. So it was like, I never even stopped. What's up, Gary?
Hey, Mog, what's going on?
Not much, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you made it home safe.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. How was your trip?
I had no problem. Hour and a half, and I'm back to the house.
Right on. I didn't go up 35.
You turn back south and go back to 10?
No, I went to 82, and I think it was 82, and it goes northwest. And
Yeah.
I took that all the way out because to me, it didn't make sense to go straight up to Oklahoma City because that was 3 hours where I'd rather be going west. And, and it worked out, and it was no traffic. It was a good drive. It was really nice.
Yeah, you missed all the construction on 35, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Well, Bogey, I gotta say, you son bitch, I was trying to give you a ticket. And first and foremost, I just have to apologize to you and your viewers last week. Because, I was trying to debate something with a drunk man who was dealing with a half-drunk man. So you got 1.5 drunks in a can, so that gets you nothing but stupidity. So I apologize to all of you for that dumb shit. But anyway, you son bitch, I want to give you a ticket.
Yeah, I kept my eyes out for you in Texas.
I was looking for the bandana boy. I was gonna put the radar on. I was gonna hop it up, and I was going, Junior, we're gonna pull the Bogey Yellow Monster right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Paul, if you tried to give him a ticket, his dog would have got you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you what, Gary. You don't wear a pork pie hat. I'm gonna give you a ticket too.
Yeah. Maya's usually Where did Gary go? I guess he dropped out. Sorry. I didn't do anything. Maya's funny about people. You know, she's my barometer. And I'm not saying Gary's a bad person, but you know, he was dressed all in camo. So I think it kind of freaked her out a little. So she started barking at him. And it was I was like, damn, you know. I
What
was
was
like,
that
maybe it's
Michael?
a hat or something. So
What was
the
that
next
Michael
day,
Keaton film, Mike? What was that Michael Keaton film, Mo? So what was it when he had the fucking he was there, he worked at a car company, right? Bad Man, Mr. Mom, something like that, whatever the fuck it was. One of them movies where like the dog was like barking at him all the fucking time, and he's like, "Dude, yeah, I'm not a bad guy. I got my baby up to the fucking blow dryer. I'm fucking blowing his keister off, fucking, because I don't want to waste paper towels."
yeah, but
One
at
of
the
one
end
of
of
them.
the next day, he's helping me break down the pop up, and and he's not wearing the you know the overalls anymore. He's got hands on, and I'm not paying attention. He's cranking on the to lower the top of the pop up, and she comes along and grabs him by the pant leg and like pulls him pulls him away from the trailer
Wow.
and ripped his britches.
Nice. That's
Oh, I felt
awesome.
so bad. She's not like that. I don't, but he even said, he goes, well, she's protecting your shit.
There you go. And you had to put gas in to get to Arizona. You're like, Gary, you ain't getting no quackers. It's out of fucking question. No new britches. You're fucking shit out of luck right here.
I felt terrible.
Dude, I was at a buddy of my house today. He's got a Rottweiler, right? His name's Mac. He smells my dog. He's not socialized. Dude's like, dog's growling at me and shit. I'm like, fucking dogs love me. I'm like the fucking postman. I got fucking brownies and fucking biscuits and shit. Dog's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, holy shit, because he smelt my dog and not socialized. So, it's like, kind of like, and they're both male. So he's like, this is my house. I'm the alpha here. And I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to piss you off. I don't want you kibble. I just want you not to bite me. But anyway, I just wanted to apologize. And I'm going to make this short and sweet like I was little Rob. Even though I'm Buford T. Justice, Fearless Law, Texas. And I didn't get to give Mogi a ticket, and I'm mad about that. But anyway, I just want to say I love all you guys. See ya.
Thank you, Buford. Fucking Paulie. What a goof. So, Gary, I'm sorry we lost you, man. Sandra Piper, how are you? Hey, Tracy. I say hi to Bat Mom. Hi, Bat Mom. So, if anybody checked out Tex's show yesterday with Rob and Jason, I'm gonna move this for a second. Hold on, my bag's falling off. They had guests on. These two guys. One guy went by Hoodoo Tall, and the other one was shit. I forgot his name. Anyway, they were talking about Sedona, and I was really like, oh shit. And I was just getting into bed, getting all comfortable, and turned it on, and I had to stay up. Well, couldn't stay up for all of it, but it was cool. They were talking about, I think I've mentioned it before, Bradshaw Ranch. It's probably, I don't know, 10 miles from here, maybe more. Trying to think how far it is on the outback, as we call it. It was a ranch that this guy had bought back. I guess the grandfather bought it back. I don't know how far back. But I know they had it in the 90s. And he had built like this movie set out there, an old Western movie set. And I guess they did some filming out there or whatever. But later on, weird things started happening out there. Supposed UFO sightings, aliens, portals, Bigfoot. What else? There was something about, like, they took a picture of a portal. I haven't seen the picture, but I was friends, or I am, with two of the Bradshaws, the grandsons. Um, so I was always talking to them about this place. I know where it is. I've been near it, but I haven't been to it. I plan on getting out there and checking that out, because it was, I've been by it a bunch of times. Supposedly, the government, they bought it from the Bradshaws, in the 90s, and now it's like fenced off. Um, I've heard stories of people getting escorted off, or meeting people at the gate that were armed. Like, these guys are just looking to, do what I want to do, is go out there and investigate a little bit. But it's a cool place. It's gorgeous out there. So I'm gonna probably get out there a little more. What else? This one place I wanted to go to that I've heard about, and I stopped there today, but it's this place called Two Guns, and it's on Route 40. It's just outside of, if you're coming, it's outside of Flagstaff. It's before you get to Flagstaff. It's east. It was an old roadside attraction. I guess they had animals there and whatnot. I don't know the whole story on it. But there's some caves there, and I'm definitely going back. They're called the Apache Death Caves, and I'm not sure of the story about it, but I know people were hiding out in there, and I don't know who they got smoked. Smoke inhalation. The people set the fire. Like, it was another tribe or whatever. This goes back a long time ago. Could have been white guys. I don't know. Sorry. And people, the people in the cave died, and they were Apache Indians, and it's called the Apache Death Cave. So I've seen some things on it. You can look it up on YouTube, but that's, I stopped there, but it was so big, and I'm in a 16-foot box truck hauling a pop-up trailer, and there's not a lot of places you can turn around. So you got to watch those roads that you go down. So I walked in a little ways with the dogs, and it's pretty cool. I took a little bit some video. I'll be showing that in the future. It's like a canyon, though. It's wild. It looks like a huge wash, but they call it a Canyon Diablo. So, Devil's Canyon. But yeah, the roadside attraction, like all the buildings, they look like Indian ruins. If they're all made out of stone, and it's pretty cool. So I didn't see any no trespassing signs, so I'm gonna get out there in the future with, because it's not far. It's like an hour away. But you got to be out there in like a not towing anything, just a good truck, But let me, I'm babbling, and I really should put the link in chat. Damn, is that why she's your ex? My ex-girlfriend went to live in a cave in Greece. True. What'd you do to her, dude? Wow. Which niche? Well, you know what? I've been talking about getting out and doing more. So that's what I'm going to do. There's so much around here to check out, and so much lore, and You know, I on the way here, like I passed Meteor Crater State Park, Petrified Forest State Park, or National Monument. I mean, that state park. The Painted Desert. I mean, there's just so much out here. Um, so I'm gonna start checking it out more and you know, try filming. You know, I was just dicking around with my phone just to show something. You know, document a little bit along the way. And I'll put something together. What else we got here? Michael Haywood, what's happening? P3 Productions. What's up, buddy? Hope you're feeling better. It was cool hanging out with your old man, dude. I enjoyed it. That man can track. I mean, he sees shit that I'm like, what the hell are you looking at? I'm thinking it anyway. Hey, Stevie. What's up? You ran to Walmart? Yeah. Testing out those new legs. I didn't think you were running yet. I'm just kidding. Scotty, what's up, buddy? Oh, jeez. I feel like this computer's going to slide right off. Probably is. Oh, it did dent. I dropped it last night, and it dented the corner of it. It's not bad considering, I mean, I've been using this for how long, and it's the only damage I ever did to it was the other day. All right, guys. So, Mr. Lee, I posted it in chat. If you want to use it, feel free. Imagine that. Or anybody else wants to use it. If you're new, you've never been on before, it's pretty simple. Just click on the link, follow the directions. Yeah, if you don't want to be on camera, you can just, hit stop camera at the bottom. You won't be on camera. It's pretty simple. Anybody's welcome. Anybody. That gets me in trouble. But, that's the way this show works. Brown Dwarf, what's up, buddy? I passed by Sedona. I didn't get to cut through. I just wanted to get here. I'm in Cottonwood. Sedona's, over that way, about 13 miles, 14 miles to the city, yeah, it's over there. We were just talking about Sedona. See, because Brown Dwarf, I know where those guys were, where they go. I know where that ranch is. I've been by there, and I live here now. So, I'm going to go check it out more, finally. Who else? Yeah, and I'm kind of excited because, before I left, there were places I wanted to go and see. So I'm excited to be back, and sorry, noisy. I want to hit the Northern California area and Washington, Oregon. I've never been to Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North or South Dakota. I think that's about it. Hawaii, Alaska. But continental US, yeah, I haven't been to any of those, so I want to go check those out. I think that's where the real beauty is going to be. that's where I'm going to be like, holy shit, because I've seen a lot of this country, and I've seen some amazing stuff, but I know I have an idea what's up there, and I want to see it. So, plus, I think there's a Sasquatch or two up there somewhere. Somebody. My mom says, if you come to the Sierra Nevadas, come say hi. You never know. I'm definitely going to do it. Eventually I'll get up there, but I don't want to say it's on a bucket list. I don't like that expression. It's on a list. It's just something I need to do. I know. Things you need to do before you die. No. I'm not going to die. So, no, I can't think that way. Nobody can. It's like, but go do things, go see things. Don't, life is too short, definitely, make the most of it. There's so much out there to see and do and people to meet, Somebody's texting me. Hold on. I'm trying to put my my bottle of water on the table, but there's no table there. It's over on this side. No, I got notified I'm live. I didn't know. Got my drug rug on. It's a little chilly out, so a little different attire. Actually, I bought this for $15 in Sedona at a smoke shop. And it's comfortable, but the friggin' hood looks like, no, I don't wear the hood. Looks like an elf, just real straight up pointy. Hey, Leslie, welcome. Cryptids Canada. If you guys haven't checked out her channel yet, you definitely have to go do it. I strongly recommend it. If you like narrations, Leslie does an amazing job, so definitely go check out Cryptids Canada. Crow Creek, what's going on, Tony? Good to see you, man. Hope everything's going well. Not at all. All right. I put a link in chat. So again, anybody wants to pop on, feel free. I use that expression way too much. Feel free. Feel free. I think it's better than saying please. Uncle Bones, what's happening? Who else? Oh, no, dude. Sorry to hear that. Tony's under the weather. We'll just call it that. Yeah, dude, I've been lucky. I got the sniffles last night in the hotel room. But I think it's from sleeping out for those 2 nights out in the cold. I got a chest cold a couple weeks ago, but other than that, I haven't been sick since before. in over 2 years, probably. So yeah, I've feel lucky. You know, I've been back and forth over this country twice now. Been to a few events, a few outings, campouts. One conference. So it sounded like you guys had a good time at the conference. Those that made it to the Greater Florida Bigfoot Conference. Stevie said she had a good time. It was great to meet everybody, like BF Bud and Angie, and there's wow. Yeah, so I heard, y'all asked about me. I appreciate that. I had my other thing to do, but here we are. I'm back in AZ. Mogan Monster, the monster's home. It's the next place I'm going to check out. As soon as the weather breaks and they open up the roads up there, the Forest Service roads, is the Mogan Rim. I'm going to go meet up with Kevin Keeney from Arizona Squatch. We met up last year. I went up there, and now that he moved up to that area, it's more convenient for him, and I'm not that far from it. All right, Mr. Hugh, what's up? Maybe not. Heard something. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah. I'm fine. You?
Doing great. Where are you calling from?
Oh. No, no.
All right, I'm hearing the delay in the background. Like, do you have your YouTube playing? I knew I left one section out, was don't have YouTube playing on in the background when you come on.
It's being on the moon. Hello?
I'm here. I
Yeah.
kind of came in a little broken up, but
It's been like on the moon.
I'm not sure I'm understanding you. I'm sorry, dude. All right, let me put my headphones on. Let me put my headphones on. Hold on. That was my fault. I should have had my headphones on when he came on. All right. But now nobody's there, so I don't need them. Yeah, being outside, there's all this ambient noise around. So it's like I did have trouble hearing him. I apologize for that. He ain't on the moon, and he's from DoorDash. DoorDash. Yeah, sorry, brother. Next time. Right on. Mid-South Sasquatch, what's up? Rex Goodman, how's it going, man? Again, and it might be my signal because I'm looking and there's only like a few bars. So it might be on my end that he's not coming through, or I'm having difficult time hearing him. I tried to sit as close to the doors, the sliding glass doors, as I could. So it wasn't just me. You had trouble hearing him too? Because sometimes I can't hear people, and it's because I had a bad signal. And then I go back and listen to the replay, and I'm like, oh, that's what he said? I know that sounds terrible. I'm honest. Yeah, but once I get set up, a little more permanent situation, because my dad has company and I'm in my trailer tonight, which is fine with me. Plugged in, so now I can use a heater. And it's comfy. So it'd be me and Maya. Lucy's in the house. Lucy gets along with all dogs. Maya doesn't. And Maya and my dad's dog have a history. They don't like each other. Who else? Let me post this again. Well, we had 70. Now there's 63. Guess we bored a few people. Sorry. All right. Links in chat again if you want to click on it. Yeah, that was the thing I forgot to say was about don't have your YouTube on in the background because you'll get that delay in the echo. Oops. See, it scares me is when I see there's like on my screen, I can see it says live and how long and then how many are watching. And then all of a sudden the little signal pops up of, Wi-Fi strength. Normally it doesn't unless it's low. But so far, so good. Kelly, how are you? Who else? Mogs Dawn has a dog because of me. I think she's got you trained there, buddy. That's hysterical. Yeah, it's people like Richie, that just make a difference in people's lives. They put themselves out there for people and it's really, it's cool. We felt so comfortable when, Stevie and I were there. And, we were there for the holidays and New Year's and, thank you, Richie. Thank you. You guys rock. You got to get out here and I'll return the favor, man. And, or if they have the Bigfoot conference in, oh, no shit. If they have the Bigfoot conference in Washington State this year, and he's going to drive there, he's going to swing by and pick me up. I'm going to go with him. Leslie says, I'm having paranormal stuff happening at my new house, Mogs. Huh. How old's the house, though? I guess it's probably old up there. I guess it doesn't matter. Does it? What kind of stuff's going on? Noises, shit moving. Hold on. Forgot.
She needed to call the Ghostbusters.
Hold on, dude. I got to find my... There they are. What's up, man?
So, dude.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. So, who was what was that?
Dude, my computer's like sitting on the computer bag just so I get height, and if I touch it, the whole thing shakes.
Wherever you're at, it's dark as hell.
Yeah, I'm sitting on my dad's deck. It's dark.
Okay, cool. Man, it's I couldn't be sitting outside. It's freezing.
No, it's It's not freezing, but it's cold. It's not terrible. Like I can't see my breath, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, wind blowing out there where I'm at. So I'm on a lake, so the wind's always blowing through here.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, I can look at
wind when it's cold is just the nail in the
yeah,
coffin, you know.
yeah, yeah. It's about 20 degrees outside.
That's cold.
Yeah, it's not as cold as it has been. It's been down to like in the teens and lower digits all last week.
It was funny. Saturday? No, what's today? When I was in
Today's Tuesday, not Saturday.
when I was in Louisiana and the morning that we camped out, and then I got up early and I opened up the back of the truck and I had bottled water back there. Well, it was wasn't frozen, and then I grabbed a pot to heat up the water for coffee, and I poured it in there, and as soon as it hit the pot, it turned into slush. Like I was like,
wow.
holy shit. I'd never seen that
Wow.
before.
I've never seen that either.
No, it was bizarre, man. It was like the water was just at that freezing point, and then like the coldness of the metal, was the catalyst, and just it turned it all to slush and up like that. It was bizarre.
That's cool. I like iced coffee sometimes.
No,
but, I make my coffee so stout, my spoon could stand up in it. And I use Louisiana chicory. That's the community chicory that's made down in Louisiana. That's I use 2 scoops of community chicory and 2 scoops of Starbucks espresso, and blend it together. You jacked all day long.
I was gonna say that'll do it.
Yeah, it will. I made my host that's let me stay at his house up here in Arkansas. I made him a cup of it, and he had the jitters all day long. He was shaking. He was like, "Man," he said, "I can't have no more of your coffee." He says, "I have the shakes all day long." I was like, "Yeah." I had to replace something.
Sasquatch Sam, what's up?
Hey guys, it's me, Sasquatch Sam, sitting in a tree. And you know what? I got no jerky. This sucks. I'm going to tell you what. I got no bag
Well,
jerky.
he sounds familiar.
No beef jerky. I got no moose jerky. No bear jerky. No jerky, nowhere.
Just no jerky.
Well, I'm sitting up here in a tree, and I must say, this condo is kind of nice. There's going to be no more pine cones in my posterior because I can climb right up the stairs, and I got heat and AC, which is nice for me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but it's tough out here in the mountains of British Columbia, El Salvador, something like that. Yeah, I don't really know. But these Canadian folk are really nice, and they got good beer and good booze. So, I'm just going to pretend that I'm Canadian, even though I'm American.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I try, guys. I try. Listen, it isn't easy to find a Sasquatch at night. It's dark. I got no flashlight. I got no jerky. I got no GPS. I got no infrared. I got no flare. I have no idea, but I'm just sitting here in this tree enjoying nature.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Enjoy that nature. Real quick, North Alabama. Where did it go? North Alabama Cryptic, dude. I just put the link in chat. If you want to click on it, go right ahead, man. You don't have to ask permission.
No, absolutely not. And you know what? This jackass right here, since I got nothing going on and no idea, I'm just going to say, see ya.
All right. Amy Speaks, how are you? Good to see you. Sorry.
So was he call himself a jackass or what? I
don't know. He's always, I think he always refers
to himself. He
as
changes his names a lot, doesn't he?
Well,
I think it's the same person I'm thinking about.
It is. It's Paulie.
Okay.
You just figured it out. Wow.
Yeah.
Glad I could help.
Well, I couldn't get his name down because he was. I've seen him like do three or have three different names. I've seen him go by. That's Paulie T, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A resident
He's
comedian.
cool. He's cool. I like him
Yeah, he is.
sometimes. No.
All right. I'm going to post that link one more time.
So we were talking on. I was on SoCal's chat earlier. And I was talking to. I can't remember who I was on to, but we are talking about who all believes that Sasquatch has the infrasound. Whether it be infrasound or not, I've been hit with something from them to where I was sick. I've had lost time. I've had, a number of things that happened to me get put off in another direction, end up somewhere and don't know how I got there. I mean, lost memory. I guess I'd be including lost time too, but.
Well, I believe they have something. Animals.
There's a lot of wild animals that have
The bigger,
infrasound.
yeah, but they're the bigger animals. It's the elephants, the tigers, it's the bigger animals.
Have you seen the Sasquatch? They're pretty damn big.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I believe they do have it. Because
Yeah.
they're in that category of the bigger animals.
And I love the comment that people, especially on Facebook. I mean, there's some, you can't put it on YouTube because it's got to be true and shit like that. And well, Facebook, a lot of the people on there, they believe, that Sasquatch is born 9 feet tall, or something.
Yeah, I think there's a misconception there.
Yeah, a big misconception. I posted some screenshots off of a video that I found on YouTube that's not in the Bigfoot community. This video was on a channel that doesn't show any type of Bigfoot activity. And this video I've never seen before. I mean, it looks new. It has a Sasquatch carrying a baby across a lake, and these people filmed it from like far off on another beach. And they were happened to be filming themselves, and then one caught him out the corner of his eye walking. And I mean, it was just a speck, but when you zoomed into it, you can see it walking across and carrying like a adolescent size infant in his hand, or not infant, but an adolescent size Sasquatch in its arms, and its other arm is slung around its shoulder, and it's sort of glancing off in their direction. Conehead has the swag walk to it, to where its knees are bent as it's walking, just like the Patty style typical Sasquatch, and that's what it looked like. I mean, I didn't see no breast on any of it all, because the more you zoom into it, the more pixelated it gets. But
was it walking across a river?
it was like a river or a lake or something like that. Real like reddish hair.
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
You seen it?
Oh yeah, a
Okay,
lot of people have.
It was on a channel that just didn't show Bigfoot videos.
These people originally, I think, were kayaking when they shot that.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's been I don't think anybody's debunked it yet. It's pretty good footage.
Yeah, it's pretty convincing. Yeah, it's really good footage. I zoomed into it. I screenshot it and zoomed into it real deep and got a real up close to it. And you could see the infant and or not the infant, or the adolescent is holding, because its legs is down there by the adult's knees. So that's why I called it adolescent. I mean, I can't say I've seen a few, but I've seen a couple adolescent in a few of my areas.
What's up, man?
Hey, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
We're good to go. So where in northern Alabama are you at?
Muscos.
Okay.
Close to Florence.
right here on
Yeah,
Tennessee River.
I spent a little time in Dozier in Lower Alabama.
And in S
Sorry,
Canyon.
dude, my screen locked up, so I'm gonna. There it is.
That's fine. Yeah, I started not to get on tonight. I got both granddaughters here, man. It's kind of loud.
That's all right, man.
Chatterbox.
So what do you do, man? Do you research? Do you get out there and look around? And what do you do?
Yeah, man. I've been doing this stuff for a while, but you know, I finally decided to get me a channel going and started out. Yeah, back in '83 was my first sighting. You know, that's the one that Mom called it old booger. Grandpa did too. You know, and
Well,
I
mine was
never
an
did
80.
believe it. You know, they always told me this stuff, but you know, I thought it was just to keep me out of the woods. Because I was 6 years old and up, I was out in the woods constantly, and they'd get scared that I was going to be toted off. But you know,
Yeah, my family did the same thing to me too, man. I mean, I grew up in the swamps of Louisiana and down in southern Louisiana, in between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, and my family called them boogers as I was growing up, and they were always telling us, "Don't go in the woods, don't get caught in the woods after dark, man. The boogers will take you in." And I can remember as a kid being at my grandpa's house. My grandpa raised hogs down south, and he would lose a hog every once in a while. They would come in and reach over the fence. They had a 6 foot high fence out there. They'd reach over the fence and snatch one up. And I can remember as a kid the adults talking about the boogers taking the hogs.
I'm just putting your name of your channel and
North Alabama Drifted.
Yeah. Or I said northern. My bad. North Alabama. Oops.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, back in '83, I was driving back home out of Bankhead Forest. You know, I just got my driver's license and all, but I had been driving around since I was 14. But you know, finally got brave enough to go out in the forest by myself just to ride through. But I was headed home, and the game wardens had always told me, you know, there's no black bear up here in North Alabama. There's no mountain lions. You can go out, and the only thing you got to worry about is coyotes and bobcats. Well, I was coming home from the forest that day, and I saw something other kind of big and hairy sitting on the side of the road, and I thought, hey, that looks like a black bear. But as the closer I got to it, you know, this thing stood up on 2 legs, and I slammed my brakes on, went sliding up to it, and this thing had its hand out and actually touched the hood of my truck. And it had a look on it like it was mad as heck, and then it looked like it was bewildered all at the same time. But we locked eyes and, you know, just sit there and stared at one another for a few seconds, and then it finally just walked over. And the thing that got me was it stepped over the pasture fence. You know, it didn't put its hand there and push it down like we would. It just stepped straight over. And once it hit those woods, man, it was gone. But it was the very same area. Mom saw one back when she was 14 at that same area.
Is that the first time? Have you seen one since? Have you seen anything since?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, years ago it was. We lived out in the country a ways, and I was looking for my chickens. You know, they usually came right back up on the porch at dinner time, wanting something there to peck on, and I'd usually go out there and just feed them some bread or something other. But that day they just didn't come back up. You know, and I was like, hey, I gotta go find my chickens. So I walked out and I was roaming around. Something in my mind was telling me, you know, be quiet, don't holler for your chickens, just walk around, try to find them. So I did. And I walked between the shed and the bushes. And when I did, I happened to look out towards the end of the garden spot. And here's this 8-foot tall, it looked like, I don't know, it's like a tannish orange color. And he was just walking across the field, but he was looking back over over his left shoulder, like he was looking up in the trees, like maybe the muscadines or blackberries or something that was coming in. And it never turned to me, and I never made any racket or anything. And it just walked right on through the woods. But I've seen, this thing. I've seen it several times in my lifetime.
Now
Had
it's
several
you said
sightings.
it turned its neck, or I mean, or its whole
One
body.
of the funniest ones. Now, I was squirrel hunting back in behind my grandpa's. He lived in what they call Rabbit Town up there. It was just outside his neck. It was
Space
looking
alien or
over.
cutting in.
No, it was looking over its left shoulder. I walked out the leaf that his head bumped. So that sucker was pretty tall. Do what?
You were coming in kind of choppy. At least on my end. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, it's
But
Was it? Okay.
no, I was squirrel hunting. May. Oh, is that better?
Not really. Sorry.
Is that better?
okay.
Yeah.
I've been that way.
I don't know.
It's a frequency.
So
Technology, huh?
Mhm.
all your encounters have been in Alabama.
Shane guy's texting me in the
Every now and
middle
again,
of
you
this.
guys are sounding a little broke up to me.
It could be my signal too. I apologize. Might have to use my phone. Flat Rock says Alabama tech sucks.
Yeah, I've lived here all my life.
It's funny. I walked
right here in North Alabama.
I walked through the woods of Alabama when I was down there, and I had no clue that anything was in those woods.
Yeah, me too. I've been in several places in Alabama and I've walked through them woods, but they're there. And I know of a couple of
No,
research
y'all coming in clear.
in Alabama that have some really good footage, especially a lot of structural footage. If you look at Ryan at Frosted Forest, he's got some excellent structure activity going on or all around his
That's
property.
what I'm on.
Yeah, because I wasn't even into it when I was down there. I've only been into this subject for like 4 years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm new to this pretty much. but it still fascinates me, Like it was cool to get to Brown Springs where, so many different things have happened.
Oh yeah, who'd you go down there with? Tex and them?
Oh,
No, Tex had something to do because I didn't get there until Saturday. Gary Spike, Spike Senior. He and I hung out. It was a good time.
Cool.
Yeah, it was cold, but it was all right. Just trying to see who else is in chat.
A lot of new people. There's
So
a lot
what
of
do you?
people, new people that
tell us
talk to
about.
me I've never met.
What's your channel about? Do you film when you're out and just air that, or do you go live, or what do you do?
He's talking to you, Northern.
We're having there might be a delay. I don't know.
Yeah, that's possible.
my granddaughter's trying to
I'm not hearing him.
Me neither. He's
Yep.
doing that slow motion thing.
See, then I know it's not from my side. It's on his side.
It's dubstep.
If you want to back out and come back in, you can try that. You might refresh or something. I don't know if it'll help.
It's pretty wild, you know. They tell you there's no mountain lions here and no bear.
I've never seen a mountain lion in my entire life, except on TV. I've heard about mountain lion attacks. I've heard the police try to blame something on a mountain lion attack, even though there's not a mountain lion for hundreds of miles of that area. You know,
there was a mountain lion attack this year in Oak Creek. It attacked a dog, and the dog got away. Yeah, so it was just over in Sedona. Yeah, where my dad used to live, right across the street was the Red Rocks, and there was this little like plateau, mesa, whatever you want to call it, that the friggin' mountain lions would lay on top of and just chill there, and they were like, less than 100 yards from the house.
Where if there's mountain lions in that area, but I've been in areas where someone was either mauled or killed, and it got blamed on a mountain lion, even though mountain lions did not frequent that area at all, or was not indigenous to that area.
And who says this? The DNR?
It was something just years ago.
No, I'm just saying, because they're always saying that there's no bears.
It was down in Louisiana, and this is real southern Louisiana, and it was a man that got killed on a hiking trail by a mountain lion, and it was the Forestry Service and the police that said it was a mountain lion, even though, I mean, that part of Louisiana, this was talking about like Mandeville area.
Yeah, but I mean, why can't there be if there's black panthers in Florida or jaguar or whatever they have down there? Why not there too?
I've never seen a black panther neither. It doesn't say they don't have them, because I mean, I've never seen a dog man. So I mean,
shit. When Stevie and I went back to the 168 campground on Thanksgiving, she filmed. She was over by the fence because the campsites are fenced in because of gators and whatever, and she saw like a dark spot in the bushes, so she took a picture, but then inevitably somehow she clicked a 4-second video, and when you look at the video, you see the black spot, which is just like leaves or something, but behind it you see it's 1, 2, 3 and it's gone, but you see like the back half of a big cat walking out of the frame, but you see the back half of it, and the tail is probably,
And that's where, down in Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
and it was weird, because that night when we were camping, she heard something breathing heavy over, like something high up above the one end of the pop-up. And she said she tried to get me up, but I'm a hard sleeper, so I didn't wake up. But she didn't want to like scare it off. She wanted to get my attention before, so I could hear it, but I never woke up. So after seeing that video, we thought maybe there was a cat in that tree, because there was a limb right above us that a cat could absolutely sit on. So
could have possibly been. Also, could have been a Sasquatch hovering over y'all. Just
no, could be, but
they do that. I mean, they get you, especially if you're out in the woods. These national parks and forests. I mean, that's one of their favorite habitats. I mean, they know there's no hunting there, and they know there's no people that come through there. Hardly, not regular. Maybe once every other week, or on weekends, there's somebody camping out. And during the summertime, it's flooded through there. But Man, I've found so much evidence in national parks than I do out in the deep, rugged wilderness where there's hunting and stuff going on. It's leased property or privately owned land, that's just acres and acres and acres. But I find more footage and I find more evidence out in the national park than I do anywhere else.
So Sharon Guy says, I have seen a black panther during Hurricane Lily running down the road. It was as big as a love seat here in Louisiana. There you go.
Yeah, okay. I love Sharon. I talk to her every single day and all day long, and she just texted me a little while ago. Sorry, I can't answer that, but I'll get to it. It was too long. I clicked on it while I was on here, and it filled up the whole screen, so I'll wait till I get off of here before I read it.
Yeah, Sharon's a good cook.
Yeah, I heard about y'all dinner. You look different in a ponytail.
I was a wreck, man. My hair was all over the place, so I just grabbed a hair tie and just pulled it back because I was horrendous. I'm pretty rough right now too. I made a shave.
Yeah, I can't wait for mine. I can't wait. I'm growing my goatee out, but I'm trying to grow my hair back out, and it's taking longer this time because when I cut it, I shaved it all off, and my hair was about your length then.
My hair's been this length forever. Well, since it just stopped growing. I know you got to cut it, and I don't take care
that
of
way
it.
when you get our age.
No, I just gotta take better care of it.
Pantene Pro V.
Flat Rock says there's black panthers in the Panhandle of Florida.
I'm sure there is. I mean, I'm sure there's all types of animals in Florida. There's all the rich people that let their pets go.
No,
when one attacks them or something, or they get scratched.
Well, that was the weird thing about being over at Brown Springs is, Tex has been down there and he swears they saw a big cat, and supposedly there's tigers that got out from the Tiger Kings after he went to jail. The guy who took over moved them down there, and it was only a couple miles from Brown Springs.
And bears, oh my!
No, but I'd rather run into a Bigfoot than a tiger.
Yeah, because the tiger wants to eat you.
Oh yes, absolutely. I know that's his.
The Bigfoot just wants to get away from you.
Sharon says Mogs was tired. Yeah, Mogs was tired.
Yeah, she said that she made a show from your room that night. I missed it. I mean, I didn't know about it until the next day. I was actually talking to her that day, and she said you was coming down. She's gonna fix your dinner, and she said, "Don't say nothing about it until I say something." I said, "Okay." Well, you said it first, so
excuse me.
It's legal. It's legal now.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great to meet her. She's a wonderful person.
Yeah, she's been really helpful to me, to my channel, and just to me personally. I mean, I talk to her every day, practically every day anyway. If I'm not talking to her on one of the chat lines on here, I'm talking to her on Messenger, on Facebook, because she's on my Facebook page.
I don't even use Facebook much.
My Facebook, I don't use direct Facebook. I send a prayer and I share some photos on it, but I got 7 groups on Facebook that all pertain to Bigfoot and the paranormal, and so I talk to everybody there. My YouTube channel is also on Facebook.
Right.
So as a group, I wish I had as many members or subscribers on my YouTube channel as I do in my groups, because I got one group that's got almost 3,000 members and another one's got 2,000, and I've been at 1,236 for the past 2 months. It'll jump up to 37, and then somebody will get pissed at me, and I'll lose subscriber or something, and I'll say something wrong or something. There's something that's happening there that I'm either saying something wrong or or something, and I'll lose 2 or 3, and then I'll gain a couple more. But it's been staying right there at the 1,230 mark for the past 6 months. I don't know what I have to do. I guess I got to have one walk out and smoke with me or something for.
What's up, Jeff? Good to see you. Jenky, how's it going, man? I saw people mention your name, but I didn't see you there. Guys, I am posting the link in chat, so here you go again.
Yeah, speaking of smoking, I'm gonna have to go out and have one. I'm gonna have to holler at you later, Moggs.
Right on, man.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Have a great week.
You do the same. Be safe. Take care. Right on. 59 watching. All right, who can we get to come on? Oh no, don't tell me that's my dog barking. Shit, that is. I can't do anything about it right now. Oh no. That sucks. Everybody's sleeping and my little dog's in there and she's barking. Yancey Scott, how are you? Oh, dude, I just yawned so my eyes watered, but yeah, I am tired. I just got back into Arizona today. It was a long drive, but it wasn't terrible, you know. Breaking it up the way I did was a big help, you know, not just going, 15 hours at a time. I think the most I did at a time was maybe, I don't know, the first night. Like 12, something like that. Reaching Cold Mountain before you. Welcome home. Thank you. Yeah, back in easy. It's weird. It's like I never left. I mean, even like, since my dad, was not, when I left, he had just had open heart surgery and was getting over COVID. Hey, Pammy. He couldn't do anything really. So everything is exactly the way I left it, basically. Where I left off on this deck, there was only a couple little things to do. I got to finish it, which is fine. I get it. And I have no problem with that. So I got some projects to do around here. How you doing, Pammy? Pammy's my sister. You guys should know that by now. Yeah, Pammy will be out here in a couple weeks. My other sister's getting married. About time. Her and Shane have been around. They've been together a long time. They're a good couple. Shane's cool. I'm looking forward. I'm glad, he's one of those people you want to have as a brother-in-law. Plus, he's an awesome mechanic. The desert is timeless. Yeah, but I know I'm going to miss the grass again. You knew you were in Arizona or New Mexico when, you go to take the dogs for a walk and it's all just stone and scrub and no grass. Dirt. Pammy says, can't wait to get there. Well, that'd be here, but paint the rocks green. It's funny, there are people who will put they'll level out an area and put AstroTurf. And they make fake grass that, has a pile on it, 1.5 inches tall. I've seen it. They sold it they sell it at Home Depot out here. Actually, I think the neighbor next door, he put some of that out. That was the gentleman that I drove to the hospital, who has passed since. Jerry, he was a good guy. I did some work for him, but yeah, that's the neighbor. He used that grass. Nope, no lawnmowers. Just got to hose it off every now and then. I mean, it looked all right. You know, it was what it was. I'm not saying you can't grow grass here, but the water it takes to grow the grass is the problem. You know, officially Forest of Monsters. What's up, man? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Yeah, water is an issue out here, so I mean, it just costs too much to do it. I've seen him, you know, my across the street and 2 houses up. His whole backyard was grass, but it took a lot of water. But yeah, so yeah, everything is gravel, rock. That's about it. And plants, you know, there's plants everywhere, but oh yeah, that's true. But they're paying for the water, you know, it's costing them a lot to water that grass. Not saying you can't do it. It would just be too expensive and too time consuming out here. It's hard to grow it, you know, if it's not constantly watered. So people don't bother. Sun City, Arizona. That's down in the valley. Puff Puff Pass. Yeah, it was good to get back to a state where marijuana is legal. It was nerve-wracking driving out here. Lockbeard, what's happening? So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna keep spamming my chat. With the link. I just hope I haven't been too loud. I think that's why my dog was barking. She heard me. There's no one here, so I don't need these. Oh, God, I look terrible. Where's Miss Nada Nada? She always says I look rough. This is rough. This is 2,500 miles of I'm ready for just to chill for a couple of days and not have to worry about shit. No. Where'd it go? Mogs, are you coming to Copper Hill, Tennessee this year? No. I am in Arizona now. If you would ask me a week ago, I'd still say no. But a week ago, I was in Florida. So there'd be a better chance of it. Nah. No, it was a good time. Absolutely, it was a good time. If you happen to make it this year, you know, you definitely, if you can, do it. It was fun meeting all the people at that outing. You know, BF Bud and Angie and Joe Pass, you know, Old Bear and the guys from Animal Research and just everybody else, you know. Jody J, Blue Eyed Northern, and her husband Joe. It was an awesome time. That was a good time. It was, the problem was it was crowded. It was overcrowded because it was Memorial Day weekend. There were a lot of rafters, a lot of campers. You couldn't go out and like do knocks or howls or anything or calls because your neighbors are answering you. So, but the hike I went on with Joe and his buddy Kenny, that was fun. That was a nice hike. Unfortunately, Joe was still, dealing with the effects of COVID. So, he couldn't go as far as he wanted to, but I give him credit for going as far as he did, Jody J, there you are. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I'm out in Arizona now. I just got here today. That's why I look so rough. I haven't showered yet today. Good thing it's not smell-o-vision. Let's see what we got here. Yancey. What's up, Yancey?
Well, what's happening, brother?
Hold on, let me get my cans on. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Tired.
I'm trying to figure out how do I start this camera. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, you made it, huh?
Yeah, it was a long drive.
I bet.
It was fun though.
How many stops did you make on the way?
I stopped every night. I stayed, somewhere, because I couldn't drive the trailer at night because the running lights weren't working. The brake lights and the directionals worked, but not the running lights. So I couldn't drive it at night. So I wasn't going to take the time to try to figure it out. I had the time to do it, so why not? Just, I didn't expect to spend the money I had to spend at the hotels, but because I would have made it here a lot sooner if I drove at night,
I'll tell you what, though, as I get older, driving at night isn't as fun.
I don't mind driving at night. I just can't do it in the rain.
I'm just saying late at night. Like, I don't know, after 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, that's long enough.
Oh, yeah, if you've been driving all day, yeah.
Yeah, 12 hours a car, 12 hours a day in a car, that's plenty.
That's the first day when I left Arizona to go to Florida, I did 18 hours, and that was like stupid.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
That beat you up. So where did you? I didn't hear what you said earlier. Where'd you stop? Did you get to hang out with some people?
Yeah. So the first night I left Thursday. I went up to Louisiana. I stopped in Walker, Louisiana. There was a truck stop there. I met up with Sharon Guy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she made me some lasagna and a big salad, and we sat in a truck stop and talked, and I ate, and there was too much to eat there, so I had I munched out later. But that's when I realized that my lights weren't working. So she followed me. She stayed behind me. We hopped on the highway again and went down one more exit, and I we went to a hotel, and I got a room. But she was kind enough to follow me closely, so because the lights weren't working. But yeah, so then I after the hotel the next day I went to further up in Louisiana. I met up with it was at a wildlife management preserve or wild whatever you want to call it, a WMA. I met up with Claude Knoll, N-A-L-L, Knoll. Yeah,
I've seen that name.
Yeah. He does some research up there. So I went up to his spot and hung out for just a day, and camped out there. The next day when I left there, I went to Oklahoma, to Brown Springs, Oklahoma.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I met up with Gary Spike Sr. And we camped out that night, and the next day we went and did some, he showed me around the area, went up to the cemetery and down by the river and to some of the other campsite just to look around, and it was cool. It was fun.
Is that place as creepy as everybody says? Like, did you get that eerie feeling in there?
No.
You didn't get it?
No.
Yeah. You either get it or you don't, right?
No, I don't. Sometimes I've had that eerie feeling, but I even said to Gary when we were up in the cemetery, I said, you know what, I really don't get the creeped out feeling, and this was just like cemeteries don't really bother me anyway. Although that cemetery has a history as far as, supposedly it was native burial ground. And then later on, white people started burying white people there. And then, yeah, it was. And then later on, a farmer turned it into like a pig pen. Like they fenced it off and like pigs roam through there.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of broken headstones, and you don't see a lot, but I'm sure if you walked it and got in, deep into that stuff, you'd see a lot. There's a lot, I'm sure, there. So if it was a burial mound, Native American, which makes it sacred, and then there's other people buried there, and kind of it's been desecrated, so somebody's pissed off.
Yeah, there's been some crazy shit happening there sometime, huh?
Plus, it's what I understand is a body dump.
Really?
Yeah.
That's freaky enough right there.
Yeah, but I heard that like Eric from Media Palace said that about Brushy Creek. Like he did a documentary on that. All these people going missing and people are turning up dead, and he said that place is a body dump in Texas.
Yeah,
that's just that I don't know. That just freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, it is. That's a trip.
Well,
that's good. Well, Texas, that's about well. I've driven to Canada. I've gone almost to. Well, I've driven to Edmonton in one shot. It was about 28-hour drive. We just had 4 of us just rotating.
Well, that's not bad when you can do it that way.
Yeah, we did. That's about the straightest shot that I've done. I've driven to Del Rio, Texas from Utah. That was a pretty good haul, straight through. It seemed like it was about 14, 16 hours, something like that.
That's yeah. The longest drive I did before that, before the 18-hour, was like 17 from Jersey to Peoria, Illinois.
Well, good. That's glad you made it back. That's a long haul. A lot of shit can go wrong that far.
Oh yeah. Oh well,
problems.
The windshield got broke, so I hope that insurance covers it.
Big old rock come at you?
Oh, it was like the size of a baseball.
I hate those, man. They're loud too. It sounds like you got shot.
Oh, dude, it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, they're loud. I've had that same thing. I've watched it come and hit my windshield. I thought it was coming in. There's no way that thing.
Yeah, the way it hit really low on the windshield, so it was like even with the windshield wiper, so it was that low. So it left a big round mark, but then there's all these round ones around it, but it didn't go that high, so it was no problem with visibility.
Yeah.
So
that just sucks though.
Yeah.
Bummer deal.
I got the insurance, so I hope it covers it.
Yeah, it should. Windshields aren't cheap.
Yes and no.
Well, it depends on if you got that camera, right? If you got the cameras and shit up front.
See, that's the problem, is that windshield has, there's a big, I don't think there's a camera there. There's a camera in the back, but it's got the electronics and shit on, attached to it. And, it's probably an expensive windshield, but that's why I got the insurance.
That's why you got it, man.
I just hope it covers glass.
Are you paying that extra $15 a month, Mogs, for glass? You'll soon find out.
Oh, jeez.
That's how it works.
I have no idea what I do with my cigarettes.
Well, you better find those. You're going to get ornery.
Well, normally, I mean, I hadn't for the longest time. Oh, there. I wasn't smoking on the show.
Yeah.
I'd sneak one here and there, you know, but I don't like smoking indoors, you know.
So you back with your pops? Is that where you're at?
That's where I'm at tonight.
I didn't catch. I saw that you were on last 5 minutes. I thought I'll get on and say it's been about a month since I've said what's up.
Yeah, man.
I'm in and out, so I just.
Yeah, he's got company. You know, he's got someone staying here, so it's. I got to make other arrangements, but I'll go boondock. I don't care. I got my pop up. You know, if the only thing I got to upgrade is a generator, is a bigger generator.
You got like a 2,000 water.
At least, yeah. I think this one it's a tiny little generator. I don't even know what it's putting out max. I don't even think it's putting out 900 at peak.
So I got those little Honda generators for my trailer, my fifth wheel, and they're those ones that are about the size of a suitcase. They're like, I don't know, I want to say they're 2,000 watt, right? And they were kind of expensive. Then my buddy bought some from, I want to say Harbor Freight, and they interlink. So they have like just a cable where you can put the two together, and they are campground approved, and they were half the price of what I paid. Like they were a damn good generator for about $400 or $500 cheaper. Like I think that's about what they cost, like $300-400.
So then it doubles the wattage if you interlink them. Oh,
yeah, that's sweet, dude. So like
yeah,
what I do is
that much more. You're going through that much more fuel too.
You know what though? They run. So mine, it runs on a gallon of fuel. And if you're not running air conditioner, you're just running your normal just power electronics. I'll get 12 hours of runtime on a gallon of gas, or even that's crazy. They are so efficient because they run on the amount of wattage that you're pulling at the time. So like you put econo mode on, you can run them full gas all the time, or you can run them just at a low idle. And then as you use more amperage or wattage, I don't know how they go off of it, then they'll start to rev up and crank up. But the cool thing about it is sometimes at night, if I want to lay down and put on a movie or do whatever and watch it, I'll make sure that I run one of those generators to where I just put a little douse of gas in there and then let it run until it dies out in the middle of this night, the TV, and it shuts everything off and it goes right
on.
So then you don't have to run it all night. You just put a little bit in it. They got remotes and shit you could add too, but that's just my little. I spend a lot of time in Montana in the summer, and so that's just one of my little tricks that I found. But those generators, you can find them. They're awesome.
I have never really winter camped. I mean, I've camped all my life, but never winter camped. So it was kind of a learning experience, and I'm going to sleep in it tonight, you know. But I think I'm going to try to make some modifications to it. It's your standard pop-up. It's a Jayco. It's old, but I don't need two bunks. No. You know, I don't need the slide out. So I'm thinking of taking them out or doing something different with it. I mean, I can cut the canvas. I can sew the canvas. I can do that. Because to heat it, like what I did is I had both ends pulled out, and one's bigger than the other. The smaller one, I grabbed the mattress and stood it straight up, and it filled that perfectly. Almost. There was oops, dropped my mic.
That's all right.
It just fell off the table. Yeah, there was like 6 inches on one side that I just hung a towel up. So this way I didn't have to heat all that extra tent space. Yeah. And I did the same thing on the other side, but it was not as effective because the mattress was too big. But yeah, that's how I figured.
Maybe you get an insulated blanket or a curtain and something to put it up there so you can block at least so you're heating that just area where you're sleeping tonight.
Exactly. And because it didn't make, because if you're sleeping on the bunk, the only thing below you is a piece of wood, and then it's air. So
Mhm.
that gets really cold. So I slept, where the dinette goes. And I fit no problem, and I'm 6'3".
Yeah, you're a tall guy.
Yeah, I had the regular the cushions that come with it, and then I had about 3-inch memory foam on top of that. So it's comfortable.
Yeah, I kept you warm.
But I think I'm going to do some modifications, and even it would be easier to cool it in the winter, in the summer too, if it's a smaller space.
Come here, buddy. My little boy's like, "Are you on YouTube?" I'm like, "Yeah." Say what up to Moggs.
How's it going? Whoa, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Casey.
Nice to meet you, Casey.
Yeah. Say what up, Moggs. Moggs is cool. He just drove all across the country.
I
Back to
did.
Arizona.
Nice.
Good, buddy. Head on out. I'll see you in a bit.
Love you.
Love you.
Nice to meet you.
Two.
He poked in my office. He's like, "Are you on over there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on here." He watches me geek out on YouTube. I'm usually watching it from the TV in my room though.
Oh,
Or on my
okay.
laptop. Yeah. What up with you? Come here. You want to say hi too, buddy, huh?
Insulation boards from Home Depot under the mattress.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still there's still that. I didn't mind sleeping in the like I said, in that little dinette section. It was just so easy, so much easier, so much less room to heat. So,
You learn all the tricks when it gets cold, man. You will.
oh yeah, I know, like, you can get the rolls of the insulated reflector stuff like they use for the windscreen or the windshields. You can get rolls of that, so I can measure it and cut it and put it in between the screen and the window. That's that extra layer of insulation. The only thing you can't really insulate is like the canvas. So
yeah, best thing to do is just build yourself during the night, just a little area, block off all the stuff you got to heat, and just you got a little heater in there. Is that what you got?
Yeah, that's why I said I got to upgrade the generator, because the little generator I have it would only run the heater on low, and it was too cold. When that heater is plugged in normally, that thing will you put that on high, that'll heat that thing up in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd like to get an air conditioner for it, a rooftop.
Yeah, my buddies have one of those Jayco's, and he loves it. He uses that thing. He takes it everywhere.
It's kind of a pain in the ass to break down and set up. I really want to build my own trailer, which
cool.
I think it'd be easy. I've seen so many different. I just don't know which way to go. I've seen like some really cool teardrops that were like so tiny yet efficient.
Yeah.
This thing's old. It's heavy. I overheated the transmission on Stevie B's truck because I didn't know the truck had overdrive, and I was towing in overdrive.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, so it blew out all the transmission fluid. Oops.
Time to put some more in. Turn the overdrive off.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know that at the time. We found that after we had it towed, and but we were on a highway, so we had no choice but to be towed.
So you're familiar with those teeny homes? So I have a buddy that took a 24-foot trailer, and it was just a flatbed, and then he built a teeny home on top of it.
Okay.
And it was a triple axle, and I'm like, I mean, that's practical. I told him that's good if you find actually somewhere and you park it. You can't really travel with that type of thing.
No.
But he sold them, but he spent like 50, 60 grand in building one of those. And then he turned around and he'd sell them for about $80,000 or $100,000. It was crazy what he was getting out of them. Wow. But the people that were buying them were just leaving them on just a lot somewhere. Like they were made to tow there and then pretty much just leave.
Yeah.
And then those teardrop ones, I've seen those around lately. Like that's the new wave, right? Where you can open up the back, climb in there, sleep.
Well,
but they're pricey. The ones I saw lately at like the RV show, they were as much as a regular trailer. Some of them.
Yeah, they do get expensive. That's why I'd rather build one. Even get a cargo trailer and convert it. Just one of those little stealth trailers.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's inside. They just think it's a cargo trailer.
There you go. Yeah, all kinds of ideas you can do.
And there's so many people that are doing it. You can look it up on YouTube and you'll find tons of people doing it and showing you their builds. So you get a lot of good ideas. Mark, what's up, buddy? Sawdust Beast, good to see you.
What's up, Mark?
Miss Dill, how are you? Great to see you.
Isn't Mark on that? Is he part of that on Dixie Cryptid? That new documentary thing you put out? Is that Mark and Larry?
I don't know.
I think so. I don't know if you follow Dixie Cryptid or not, but
I do. But you know what? It's lately I'm just going to start getting back into YouTube more, like getting into the chats. And for the past 3 months, I've been hanging out with Stevie and just, that's all I've been concentrating on. And, I had other things on my mind and I did my shows and, I popped in occasionally, but yeah, not as much as I used to.
Yeah, she's doing good. That's good, huh?
She's doing great.
That's awesome. You're a good friend to go down there and take care of her, man. The whole community on here, you guys, it just seems like everybody's just amazing.
There are some amazing people here. Sawdust Beast Mark, he's cool as fuck. He's funny. We had a good time. It was great meeting him. I wish I could get to that meet and greet or whatever it is, meet and eat.
You meeting and eating people
over at LBL, the Land Between the Lakes. That would be that would be cool too. I mean, I guess that would be like going to Brown Springs. I went to Brown Springs. Now that would be like the natural progression is go to LBL.
I haven't checked any of those, just Rocky Mountains. That's about as far as I've been. I'd like to go check out parts of the other country, though. I will. When I get more time, I'll load up and I'll go do a little tour, go check out some spots.
Talking more about those homes. I know a lot of people are buying those, the Amish built sheds or the tough sheds that Home Depot sells. And converting them.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them are cool, but I think there's some downfalls to it. I'm not sure. A lot of the problems with tiny homes, like I know somebody that tried to put one on their property and there was nothing else on the property. The HOA was like, nope, you can't put a secondary building before you put a primary building, and the primary building has to be more than 600 square feet or some,
that's the world I come from, is the real estate. And so it's unless you have a piece of ground that's really off, or it's a community that's developed for just those specifically, the requirements for zoning and codes, I mean, you can understand why they have it, but you don't find a whole lot of them around. But you'll see more and more. I think more and more communities will get built for that type of thing just because of the housing crisis, right? I mean, Arizona, Utah, everything's so crazy nationwide right now. It's almost taking everybody out of affordability.
I went to the housing crisis is causing a lot of other things to skyrocket, like storage units.
Everything.
I had one in Florida. I was paying $72 a month. I just looked at one today for the same size. Was $169.
Yep.
Ain't happening.
They're getting it too. That's the crazy thing.
And that was a 5x5, and then they said, "Oh, but we got a 5x10 for $145."
Yeah.
Where's the sense in that? Why is it more to get the smaller one?
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more people renting out parts of their homes.
Well, that's what's happening in Sedona. Is a lot of these houses are getting bought up by I don't even who's buying them.
Corporations.
Yeah, but they're going Airbnb.
Yep.
So what does that ends up doing to that community is when the whole town is now it's all Airbnbs. Well, you don't have any children going to their school systems.
Yep.
It's just.
Yeah, there's parts of the section where that's good and parts of the section where it's bad. But when everybody starts buying them all up, that's not good for anybody.
No,
it's not. I get it.
100%. It's not a community anymore. It's
right.
And
again, they have lots of restrictions. They have lots of restrictions on a lot of the new developments out there too that are saying, look, you can have 20% of the community be rentals. The rest of them have to be owner occupied. But there's nothing, at least in Utah, that will stop them from renting out portions of their home. So as long as they're owner occupied and that you're living on the main level, you can do your basement. Like I do know some people that they're like, hey, they got the ski resorts 20 minutes from here. So they'll rent out their basement for the weekend while they still live there. And so that works out good for those type of deals. But what you're saying, yeah, it can cause a big problem because then all you have is just a bunch of people that are coming in and out of there. And they're trying to condo developments and a lot of other people that
Sedona has, a bunch of major resorts, and it's going to turn the whole town. I mean, if that's what happens, if that's the trend, it's going to turn the whole town into a resort. I mean, it's a destination place as it is, but damn.
Do they got wineries around you? Or is there a train? Yeah. Yeah. So I almost went there to do one of the winery deals with one of my buddies asked me if I wanted to go and
what were you saying about the train? I heard that word.
Well, there's somewhere where you get on a train and you can go through an area up around there. Is that the right area?
It's the Verde Valley Railroad.
That's it. That's exactly it.
I know. I used to work on that train.
Yeah, that's.
I got married on that train.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And it supposedly does it run? So it was like the only reason I remember is he looked at it and he sent me some information. We couldn't end up doing it, but it said go through the rock canyons and I mean I guess you just go up through all the beautiful.
Well, what it does is it follows the Verde River. It starts in Clarkdale. Clarkdale is just a little northwest of here. It starts in Clarkdale and it follows the Verde River. And along the route, you go through basalt cliffs. You go through red rocks. You go through a 600-foot tunnel. And it's like 2 hours up, 2 hours back. It's the same route back. You're just, they get up, they switch the engine to the opposite end and
you do it again.
And you do it again, but you're looking at it from another angle, so it's different. And there's things to see along the way. You go up by Sycamore Canyon. Sycamore Canyon's known for possible Bigfoot activity.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, like the cattlemen wouldn't run their cattle, even though it was quicker, up Sycamore Canyon to get to Flagstaff because of something, possibly Bigfoot related or whatever. They wouldn't go up there. They'd go around.
Well, that's guaranteed Bigfoot activity, right? They were missing some cattle.
There was also an instance here in Cottonwood. I don't remember when it happened. It was a long, long time ago where they said it might have been a Bigfoot encounter. All the cows started dropping their young all over the place, and they were finding them hung up on fences.
What?
Yeah, it was some weird shit like that. Hold on, I think Paulie's back. Confucius say what?
Oh, Mogi-san, Confucius say, man who want cow who no give milk, you be very thirsty man. Oh, I must say. But anyway.
But you'll eat well.
Oh, guaranteed. A lot of prime rib, a lot of burgers, a lot of fat in your belly. But anyway, Confucius sit here, no more rum, very mad, and just want to say, wish I had a hamburger right now, because if I was Popeye and Wimpy, I'd say I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Burger sounds good.
What, I don't? I'm stoned as fuck right now. I
Actually,
ate 10 of them.
Where's Polly located? Where are you, Polly?
Oh, I in the Great Bering Sea. Close to China, but not really at all. I afloat on Lockbeard's boat, took me as prisoner. He a rotten bastard.
Got Shanghai, huh?
Oh, the long way.
Oh. Hate when that happens.
Mogi, he take a no prisoner. That man use a no protection. He big disease spreader.
No.
That's awesome.
But Clancy, glad to make you laugh. Yancy, yeah, very nice.
Did you say this? Did you say this one too? Confucius say, "Man who stands on toilet high on pot."
Oh no, Tracy Bina. It is man who sit on pot and smoke weed is high on pot. Yeah, very high, very high. Oh, he make a lot of big decisions right there. There's no dropping the deuce any further than right there. It's cut and dry. Need a lot of TP for my bunghole, like Cornholio. Ow! Oh, you can TP for my bunghole.
You got everybody doing Confucius say now in the chat.
Oh, Yancy, Clancy, whatever your name is, I must say that a lot of smart people in chat. They are very, very observant. They like ancient Chinese secret, but I don't give it up. That'll never happen. You can try all you want.
Jeff says, Paulie broadcast from Crazy Horse in Vegas, Sniffers Row at stage 3.
Sniffers
Row. Oh, what the hell, Pine Island? No, he got pine cones in his ass. He don't have condo yet, like fucking Sasquatch Sam. But anyway, so you all can see me. Hi.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not Chinese. I'm not Confucius. I have a giant big head in the street right now.
He doesn't look Chinese at all, man.
Chicken Legs
you
says,
see me a minute ago. Oh.
Listen, man who goes through airport door sideways going to Bangkok.
Hey, a lot of Bangkok over here. I must say. It is one of Confucius' favorite things to do. Grab a chicken in Bangkok.
Grab a chicken in Bangkok?
It's all about poultry. You don't want to be a chicken lollipop. That would be a cocksucker. No good. Poultry pop. No good.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bogues. I had to do it to you. I apologize. But what the fuck?
Oh, no worries, man. Don't fucking apologize. Come on.
It's all in the name of a good, right? We all pay.
And that's what we're here for.
You know, I love it when you got like 6 people on there and then Satch comes on with his eye patch and he goes, "Hey, I'm in New York. I'm drinking Tennessee at $4 a 30-pack." Yeah, all right, Joe, good. Right? And then you have to all compose yourself. I fucking love that shit because you're like, what the fuck? Paulie was saying it's like an earthquake. He just fucked everything up.
He's shaking it up. We're talking about trailers. You got to loosen it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, see, you can never have the noose too tight. You know what I mean? Keep it loose. You know, it's all about the asphyxiation, right?
I agree.
You don't want to get there. You don't want to be the guy from the next side. Jump off the chair too soon.
It's all about the asphyxiation.
Yes, it is. And on that note, I'm gonna change from Confucius to Little Rob. Hey guys, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'll see you. Bye.
Take it easy, Paulie.
That guy's crazy, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Wouldn't know what we do without him. Who else we got here?
Okay, Moggs. Well, I'm going to bounce, but it was good to talk to you, my friend.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for popping on, Yancy. It's good to see you.
Glad you made it back, buddy. Made it safe. That's a long, like I say, it's a long haul. So.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was fun. It wasn't terrible because I broke it up and got to meet a lot of great people. So it's a win-win.
No, that's the thing I want to get across, and I will. I'll make it to some of these events. You got to do it, right? You see all these people and you hear all these crazy stories, and you're
Well,
like,
yeah, but that's why I started this channel, was to meet the people that I hang out with for years. Miss Dill, I mean, well, I guess I'm not going off the air yet. What's up? What's up, Nikki?
You didn't stop and say hello to me.
I didn't go that route.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I didn't hear which way you went through.
Yeah, I ended up going up through. I picked up 40 up in.
Oh, you were up over there. So you went through Albuquerque and across the
Yeah.
flag? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and popped down 17.
Yeah. Okay, you're forgiven.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, when do I take
I
the
wanted those tamales. I know. I was like, fuck. I had to sacrifice.
I was gonna give you a whole dozen too. You're bad.
Man.
You missed out.
Are you in New Mexico, Nikki?
No, El Paso.
Oh, El Paso.
Well, I might as well be in New Mexico.
Yeah,
I'm 2 miles away from the border.
Yeah, El Paso's cool. I've been there before.
Yeah, we liked it. We liked it so much we retired here. So
good for you.
Yeah,
because
Marty
I'm from
Robbins
Arizona.
even sang a song.
Oh, you're from Arizona too?
Yeah,
huh?
matter of fact, my dad lived not just up the street from where Mog's dad lives.
Yeah. How's your dad?
He's hanging in there. He's doing good. He's okay. I mean, he'll never be better. He's just.
If you need me to stop in or ever, whatever, check up on him.
Hey,
let me know.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's hard for my sister to keep going back and forth to Phoenix from Phoenix, but I mean, he's got his wife, but her doctors are like up in Flag, so when they come pick her up to take her, the altitude change, he can't breathe up there, so he's been staying, by himself 3 or 4 or 5 days or whatever, and we just get all worried. My sister goes up there as much as she can, but
next time you come through, we'll get together, introduce me, and this way he knows who I am. And if he ever needs anything, just have him call me.
Oh, hey, I would totally appreciate that. And when it comes to times like this, you really need people. You need people who
absolutely
and who you could do for, and they can do for you, and because my dad just turned 80.
My dad turns 80 in 3 weeks, something like that.
I'm taking care of my mother-in-law right now at almost the everyday thing. My wife and I, she's 83, so I know what you guys are going through.
Yeah. My dad was healthy as an ox, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He was a cruiser. He would do cruise every year, active, was in a mariachi, active in the church, and then he got that damn sickness, and it kicked his ass.
Same thing with my dad. He's on oxygen, supplemental here and there, but I don't know. I'm really kind of shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he's doing better to where he's driving himself now, so he is driving, and he can get himself to his therapy at the hospital. And thank God that's only 5-10 minutes, not even 10 minutes away. So he can do that for himself, but even those little trips exhaust him.
He's doing pretty good though. I mean, if he's doing that, my 83-year-old mother, she can make it about 25 feet. She's on 3 liters of oxygen. It's a deal. I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, my dad's maintaining 2, sometimes 1.5. And he can take it off to go get the mail and come back in, and then he has to put it back on. But
Angie Ratter, hello.
Now, parents getting older, it sucks.
I know it does. It does.
Nothing you can do about it though. That's part of the life, right?
Well, my mom died young. She was 52.
Oh wow,
that's my age. Don't be saying that. It's scary.
Yeah,
I'm going to be 52 in March.
I just turned 54. I'm like, I beat you. No.
Yikes.
Well, I'm 52 in February, so we're right there.
Oh well, there you go. So you graduated in 88.
88. Yep.
88.
Class of 88.
I was 86.
You're an old bastard.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're all about the same here.
Yeah.
You'd probably be looking at crazy ass Bigfoot.
Cool.
I'm just reading chat. Judy does the oxygen when needed too. It's just, you know, he before the heart surgery and the COVID, you know, he was doing a lot better than he is now.
Oh, right. I know.
You know, even for his age. I mean, hell, at 78, I had him paddle into Colorado.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah.
Not the rapids, but like we went up to Lee's Ferry and went up to Horseshoe Bend, camped there, and on the way back, like we went all the way up to the dam. But we had his boat, but we also had this one-man pontoon boat. It's a little fishing boat, and it's got oars on it, and he paddled 9 miles in that.
Dang. Yeah.
Well,
I'm doing that in March.
okay.
I love that. Yeah, that's awesome.
And that was just a couple of years ago, you know, and now it's like
Donald Fuller, he's our age too. He's
February 12th. I'm February 6th, so we're right there.
Oh my gosh. That's why I get along with you guys so much.
That's right.
We're exactly all the same. We were all in high school together.
Yeah.
Well,
that was crazy to do a 30-year reunion. I'm like, only old people have 30-year reunions.
Oh God. That sounds so old.
I've never gone to a reunion.
I've never been in Arizona when they've had my reunions, and I couldn't make it back, you know, so.
Yeah, my reunion, I graduated in New Jersey, so
Too
I'm
far.
not going to reunions. Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to go anywhere to go do it, I wouldn't. I've stayed home, so it's close.
No, the people I want.
You know what? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the people I want to stay in touch with. I am, like, you know, on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook.
Gonna say that
I don't have to see everybody else.
I have a lot of friends. I have kindergarten friends still. Believe it or not.
I believe that.
I do, and we've gotten together when I went to take care of my dad right after his illness up in Flagstaff. I did meet up with several of them and got in touch. But yeah, I do have some lifelong friends.
Troy, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Donald.
Okay, well, I'm out, you guys, but it's great seeing you all.
You too, Yance.
Good night.
Don't be a stranger, man.
I won't. Okay, take care. Glad you're back, Mulch. See you later.
Thanks, man.
Well, I'm glad you made it there safe and sound. I was worried about your vehicle because after you said the lights and everything was.
Yeah, it was just it was there's a short in the trailer itself.
Yeah.
So I just had to cut a wire. So what was happening is I turned on the lights in the truck, I plugged the trailer in, and the lights in the truck would go off. So I couldn't. So then I didn't have any driving lights. So I just cut the green wire and
went.
I had. Yeah, well, and I had.
Your idea was to get here as fast as possible, huh? Not worry about it.
No, a little sooner than I did, you know, because I would have driven at night, provided the lights worked. But I still would have made the stops I made, you know, except I from the last stop, I probably would have went straight home. You know, I grabbed a hotel room at 3 p.m. because I didn't know how far the next town was, when the sun was going down, and if they had a pet friendly hotel.
Exactly.
You know, so I stopped in where the hell was I? Childress, Texas. I got a room there, Motel 6, because dogs stay free. And then also in where the hell was I? New Mexico.
Albuquerque, Santa Fe.
No, it was all the way by the border.
Grants or what's the other one?
Damn it.
It's I almost said
it's stupid that I'm having a damn brain fart on this. It was just there. Big native community. Huge native community.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but now I can't think of the name either. Starts with an F, right?
No.
You sure?
No, it's a good size,
Gallop.
That's it. Yes.
Gallop.
Couldn't think
I
of it.
was thinking of Farmington. That's what I was thinking of. But then I thought, no, Gallop.
Yeah. So I found another Motel 6 in Gallup. Again, I stopped early because I didn't know if, it was already like 4:00. I know the sun was going to be going down, and I just was not going to chance driving without the lights in the trailer. The brake lights work and the directionals work, but
there's nothing out there either. You got the little town and then nothing in between.
You know where I stopped today? I went over to Two Guns. Where they have the death caves are over there. I stopped, but I didn't. I only went so far, and I walked around and just looked, but I didn't realize how big it was. So when I go back, I'll go like, yeah. Well, I didn't know what to expect, so, and I wasn't like prepared to go hiking, and
Right.
So,
well, there's a lot of things that have changed. I mean, they have that casino now out there by Twin Arrows, don't they?
No, Twin Arrows there's a casino. It's called Twin Arrows.
Oh, I didn't even know they named it that. I just knew it was in that area.
Yeah, no, it's called Twin Arrows. Okay. I've been in it. I lost money.
Oh.
It was like $20.
Yeah.
Oh no, or was that the one? No, that was Cliff Castle. I lost the money in.
Oh.
I won 100 on 20. I spent 20 and won. Threw it in a slot machine and walked out with 100 at Twin Arrows. But I'm not a gambler. I'm not. I can't stand gambling. But we were
My
there.
husband either. But he gets so excited when he does win. You would think he's a little kid. His eyes light up and. But yeah, no, he'll come take my stash before he'll use his allotted money.
That's funny. No, my ex was a gambler, a bad gambler, and just no. So I don't do it.
I love to gamble. I do, but I'm really good about staying with my budget.
Yeah, she wasn't.
When we go to Vegas or whatever, I have my allotment for every day, and if I use it, it's gone, and then that's it, But my daughter is more like my husband. I was giving her $20, here and there to play, and I was giving her gambling money, and she was putting them in her pocket. It was she won, she would take the winnings, put it all away, and just gamble with what I was giving her, and I thought she was losing.
That's funny.
Yeah. She was funny.
Mr. Lee says my dad, oh shit, he can gamble.
My dad gambles, but he wins. My dad's has always been lucky.
The closest I come to gambling really is playing poker, and to me, that's it. There's less skill and luck, but I it depends on the player, if whether it's gambling or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it takes your thought. You have to. Your choices are more involved in what you're doing.
Well, you also have to be able to bullshit. You can bluff. Yeah. You can. You got to. There's a lot more involved in just pulling a handle.
Right. I used to like to play roulette a lot, and now they have roulette machines, so you don't even have the whole, table stuff. And if you do get on a table, it's higher stake tables.
Oh, really?
They don't have the $1-2 tables on those with people with real, dealers. They don't have that hardly anymore. They're higher, $5 up around. So if you want to do the lower,
doesn't matter to me because, like I said, I don't. Although Cliff Castle would be a good place to work, I think.
I don't think it's too bad. Is it real smoky in there? I can't remember. I
know you can smoke in there, but I don't think.
Yeah, you can't. Bad. I like it because they have Johnny Rockets in there. We used to like to go get a burger from there.
True, Mr. Lee. All addictions, because gambling is an addiction. So is drinking and there's too many addictions out there.
Yeah.
Like smoking.
Never gone to gamble. Ooh. Well, you guys know I took my daughter for her 21st birthday to Las Vegas. And she didn't want to drink. She's not a drinker. You know, she'd have a beer or two, but she's not interested. And she was gambling a little bit and she'd get excited here and there. But you know, the best time she had was when I took her to the Fremont experience at night. The whole over the downtown thing that they did.
Where they have I've never been to Vegas, but I know what you're talking about with the zip lines and shit that they have going.
Yeah, she had the most exciting time, I guess, was that whole night, because we actually went on a night where it was 80s weekend. Get that?
Oh, right on.
So they had live bands playing my music. We were having a blast, and took her for her steak or whatever. What did she eat? Oh, ribs. She had a big old plate of ribs.
I never had too much desire to go to Vegas, but if I did, it would be for the sites like the fountains and the dancing fountains and at Bellagio or wherever it is, and the touristy, but the gambling part, I'm like, eh.
Right. Well, that's what we did too. I took her to Madame Tussauds wax museum.
Wax museum, yeah.
Yeah, we had a blast there. You would think it's not that exciting, but it was. It was fun.
No, it's got to be cool. The work involved.
And, I realized how short I am.
Who'd you stand next to?
Everybody I was standing next to, I had to look up, or I was in their under armpit, and took her to a Marvel experience.
Okay, that would be cool.
We did a bunch of little things like that, and
my nephew and my dad used to go together. They went for his 21st birthday, and they've been there a few times since. But my nephew likes going to Penn and Teller. He's been to them 2 or 3 times because he always, gets the pictures with them and
right.
I was
going to say, I thought I had even, right here. We went to a magic show is what we did. Here it is. I knew I had it right here. Nathan Burton. We went to the Nathan Burton magic show. And it was good. He had participation and stuff, and that's me and my daughter right there.
Very cool.
Oops. There. Yeah. So we did all that kind of little stuff. It was fun. Just me and her. It was supposed to be my aunt and my sister too, but things fell through last minute and they couldn't go. And I said, it's okay, mija. I already got our plane tickets. We're going. Already,
No worries.
Baby.
Let's bounce.
Oh yeah. And
see, my sister said Daddy and I enjoyed staying at Circus.
I looked into staying there too, but you know what? The reviews have gone really down, very much down, because it's really old. It's one of the older ones there.
Shit, I think I just burnt a hole in the cushion.
Uh-oh.
I just hit my cigarette and knocked the cherry out. Now I got to look at the cushion.
Okay, now look at this picture.
I'll just turn it over.
I was showing everybody. Those are the milkshakes we got at one of the bars over there in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Look at them. It has a whole cake on top of it.
That's
they
crazy.
Were yummy. And
Lester says Nikki and I are going Bigfoot hunting.
Oh, yeah, we are.
I was going to say, did you know that?
we are, but it was just planned. Like I was just on Pat's show.
Okay.
Got lonely, and so I went on to say hi to him, and I was telling him about doing this thing my daughter suggested, and there's a video game called Bigfoot on Steam, on Steam, whatever Steam. It's the gaming platform. and you can go looking for Bigfoot. So I suggested that maybe on one of my shows, at the last half of one of my shows, that I would share playing this Bigfoot game online.
That'd be cool.
And I could invite 3 other people if you have the platform, Steam platform. So Lester says he wants to do it. So he's one of the guys we're gonna go Bigfooting together.
Tony said, went to the circus once. They tried to recruit me for the freak show.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's 6'9", so there's that.
God, you guys are all so tall.
Is it?
Scotty's like that tall too. He's like really tall too.
Yeah, he's I think he's 6'9" too. Yeah, I feel short at 6'3".
Oh my God. Well, just might as well go like that, straight up. Man. Now, do you guys have wives that are also 6 foot tall, or do you have shorter wives? That's what I want to know.
My wives were shorter. Ex-wives. I'm not a Mormon. Oh. These are my sister wives.
You just have to go a little bit north, and then you'd be fine.
Colorado City up there.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Thanks, Mr. Lee, for posting Nikki's channel.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
What time are we at?
It's 10:30. Oh, here. Oh, it's there too, huh? We're on the same.
No, I was just seeing how much. Yeah, we are. No, my computer still is on Eastern time for some reason. I got to go change that.
Oh.
No, but I'm saying time-wise, how we went on 2 hours and almost 22 minutes.
Oh, you are? Oh, you were on a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll leave you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. No, I'm whooped. I need it.
You do. You need to go rest
good night,
and
sleep.
I just came to yell at you originally for not stopping by, but you had a good reason. So
I wanted to. I wanted us to.
Well, now you're there, and now I will see you. I promise you, because I'll go back and see my dad pretty soon.
That's awesome. Just bring the tamales.
There's any left. We shall see. So good night, everybody. We'll see you later.
Good night, Nikki.
Night.
Thanks. Well, that turned into a good evening. First night back in Arizona. I want to thank you guys for showing up. Everybody that came on tonight, thank you. Yeah, so we'll see how everything goes here, and I'll be back on Thursday. Where I'll be, I don't know, but I'll be here. And like I said, I want to start doing some more exploring and maybe start putting videos out or whatever. Why not? I gotta start going through a lot of my Donald Fuller's 6'4" and a size 17 shoe. Damn, boy. Damn. That's a big foot. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some exploring or some weird shit out here and see what we can do. Like I was saying, I have so many videos, so much footage in my hard drive, that my external, that I don't do anything with. I talked about Bigfoot shit one time, or bear shit, or whatever it was that we found, but I have pictures and film of it. I just gotta do something with it. Crow Creek is a 15 shoe. Man, you boys have big feet, but you guys are tall though. I mean, I'm like a 12. But anyway, all right. I could sit here and babble, but I'm done. I'm going to sleep. My dog's waiting for me. My bitches. All right, guys. Hey, if you enjoyed the show, please hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. Also, if you subscribe, hit that notification button so you get notified whenever I come on. And feel like it, share. Also, if you're into donating to the show, keep the show going. I will put the link in the description, and also it is on my page on the about, and also in the banner at the top on the lower right hand corner. I know that was a lot to say. Hey, donate. Or not. It's up to you. Don't care. All right, guys. I will see you in 2 days. All right. You guys all be safe. Take care. Peace and God bless.